think we got it. Yay. Okay, I think this live is going to be better than the last one, which is a step in the right direction. And that's very exciting. It looks a little bit better. It feels like it's more organized. I still have my head cut off, but I'll work on that. Today, we're going to talk about the full moon in Leo, which is next week. So I wanted to start doing these earlier because you kind of need time to get into all the things, right? And so the full moon in Leo is extraordinarily exciting to me because it's all about creativity. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Claudat. I'm a modern Feng Shui master, and I founded a whole school of Feng Shui called the School of Intention. And it's not just a school teaching Feng Shui, it's a whole method. And a school teaching Feng Shui, but it's a whole method. And the method is the only of its kind in the world of Feng Shui, based on infinite possibility and your intention, dreams, goals, and desires, and creativity, your creativity. And this moon, this full moon in Leo, is all about your creativity on a high, your energy on a high. It's very exciting, and it's going to be, I think, a real pivotal ramping up part of the year where things start getting moving. So to begin, the full moon, every full moon is a release. It falls between the new moon and the new moon every single month. And the full moon is kind of like that point that you reach when you start something, and then suddenly you get distracted, or something comes up, or something's in the way, or you realize things aren't going the way you want, or you want to make them even better, or you need an extra boost of energy. That's what the full moon is in terms of our life cycle. And so it's a time of releasing things, letting go of obstacles, making things more wide open. Now, what's really interesting about this whole moon and everything about it is that Leo moons are about creativity, and creative blocks get so much talk. Everyone's talking about creative blocks, creative blocks, creative blocks. And oftentimes people talk about bigger blocks. I made a whole video. If you haven't seen it yet, it's on the channel. Made a whole video about money blocks and this whole big notion of having these money blocks. And unless you get rid of these energetic, mysterious money blocks, that you can't make money. Or unless you get rid of all the things in your childhood, then you can't have success, or something else. There's these big, huge, nebulous concepts that are talked about constantly, and we can absorb them and say, oh my gosh, until I am cleansed of all of these blocks, then I can't be successful, or I can't have money, or I can't have a relationship, or I can't have anything that I want. And that's simply not the case. And so if you want to watch that video, I will link it below when this is over, all about money blocks, because it really frames this in a bigger perspective. I think all of that stuff, of course, we all have beliefs and things that we need to get rid of in life over time, but that does not preclude you from having success. It doesn't preclude you from doing great things. You can do great things right now, exactly as you are, right this minute, no matter what things have been floating around. And the same goes for creativity. You can activate your creativity more starting right now. It doesn't matter what block or what thing or whatever. In the darkest periods of my life, I have had the biggest creative breakthroughs. There is simply no perfect state where everything is going to be perfect. So let's just cancel that out and focus instead for this moon on where your energy dives. So where does your energy dive in the day? And this is a really big thing to ask yourself. Where does my energy dive? It's not that I have this massive creative, whatever it is, block, or this massive money block, or this massive anything block. It's rather small things. So how many of you, I'm raising my hand, have woken up and had too much caffeine in your life, and then you were so spun out you couldn't get anything done for the day? Or how many of you have skipped breakfast and felt like you were going to pass out by noon? These things that we do, these habits, these small things, these micro things that make our way into our lifestyle, these smaller things, these aren't big nebulous things like money blocks. These are small things that make their way into our day, can be the things that actually drag down life more. They drag down our creativity. They distract us. They pull us out of our creative zone. All of these things are easy to get rid of, as long as you can identify what they are for you. So what are they for you? And this could be the release of this full moon to amplify your creativity, to bring more abundance into your life. What are those things? Is it that you're not sleeping enough? Recently, I realized I really need to sleep a little bit more. I need to sleep a definitive 8 hours. For you, it might be that you need to eat a bigger lunch, or you need to not have candy at 11 o'clock in the morning, or whatever it is that just screws up your energy and makes you feel weird and makes you feel out of it. And by identifying what those little things are, letting the dishes pile up in the sink, whatever they are, by pinpointing what they are for you, and then taking them out of your daily life and being aware when you're doing them. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm going to just take a step back, shake it off, and not have that other cup of coffee and move on with my day. You're going to see that your energy can start moving more like this, which is what we want. We want things to be moving, at least, even if they're moving slowly like this. It's better than your energy going like this and your life going like this. And so this is a big one. Really put focus for yourself on those things. And you might not be able to knock out every single one of them. You might see things pop up after this full moon and long into the future. Just be aware. It's often those little things that make the biggest difference. So that is a big one for amplifying your creative energy. Now, doing more of what makes you happy is always a good idea. In this Leo time, it's about activating passion, like really activating passion, really activating all your energy, feeling like you are activated in your home. So it might be getting a really bright colored flower like an orchid. You could see back there, I have this gorgeous orchid I just got delivered on my table, and that is a huge burst of energy for my room. Bring in some bright color, or activate the energy in your home with some fire, meaning light your fireplace, light a fire, light a candle every day as a ritual as you're working, not just on the full moon, but this whole month. Like, really, it's still cold out in many places. Light more candles, light them in a meaningful way. Sit down to do something, light a special candle for yourself, have it beside you. All of these things activate your space. It brings more vibes. It brings more energy. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel more alive. And that is really powerful. Now, one other way that you can activate your space is by straightening things. So straighten the art on the walls, straighten up your house, straighten up the countertops, straighten things up before this full moon, straighten out your files. When you straighten things out, you're going to allow energy to flow more freely. You're going to feel better in your space. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to feel more grounded, and you're just going to feel better. And that is going to bring you so much power and energy. This is a really big thing, and it's so simple. So activate with fire, activate with bright color, activate all your creative energy. Now, a big part of this moon has to do with your heart. Leo has to do with the heart. It has to do with the heart center, living from your heart, living from love. And the more you tap into your heart, the more you tap into a lot of superpowers. And this isn't just, tapping into my emotions and having to intellectually understand them, but rather feeling them first, really following how you feel first. So you might want to start by putting a hand on your heart, a hand on your forehead, and breathing like this. And you can breathe like this for a while. You could breathe like this for a few minutes until you feel, just breathe normally and just keep your hand on your chest and a hand on your head. And what you're going to do is sync your head, mind energy and your heart, feeling energy of the heart. And when you do this, it makes this link, this connection, and that connection is extremely powerful. It can help you to feel more calm, more focused, more grounded. It can also help you to tap into more creative energy. This center of you, your heart center, is really powerful manifesting energy. Your heart is extremely magnetic. So if you want to bring more things into your life, follow how you feel much more. One other really great thing to do to expand your heart energy is to do more cardio. Do more cardio, do more exercising. You might want to, I have a trampoline that I jump on when I can't go outside a lot and do a lot of things outside. And I do it for like 20 minutes and it's the equivalent of running for like 30 minutes. It's pretty powerful. You might want to take longer walks, do an aerobics class online, do more things that get your heart moving, get your energy moving, that are cardio exercises. Very, very powerful. Now, if that's not for you, you can also do some heart opening yoga, things that expand this area, all those sun salutations and things that really expand this whole area and open up your heart, even back bends or bridges. All of you yoga people, you know what I'm talking about. All those poses that open your heart are amazing for all of your energy and for your creativity, which is so, so important. The other thing that you can do is bring more plants to your space. Have things growing around you. That's always incredible for building your abundance. I've made so many videos about this. I can't say it enough. It's just awesome. So now, one thing that you can do, thinking about this full moon and how is this going to help me to make amazing things happen in my life? How is this energy going to help me to get from where I am to where I want to be next? And how is this going to really be a catapult for me? And the key is, the answer is inside. So if you listen to lots of astrology about this time, it's like there's chaos in the world, there are things in the outside world, there are all sorts of things happening in the world. We know that. This is not a normal time. There are a lot of things happening outside in the world. But within you, you can be at home. Within your home, you can be at home. And when you are tapped in to you and your home, you can sort of exercise your creativity beyond whatever's happening in the world so that you can be of service to rising and lifting the world up around you. And that is really key. So use your creative energy in powerful ways. One of the things is to shake off the stagnation of sameness. It's Aquarius season right now, which means doing new things in innovative ways. How can you do what you've always done in a new way? What do you do all the time the same way? I've been doing YouTube now for a while in the same way, and doing these lives was an innovation for me. So I don't know how that's going to I feel really good about doing it. So I'm going to keep doing them and doing them on these topics. I think it's really fun to connect with you guys. This is, for me, an innovative way of doing something. For you, it might be deciding to brainstorm before you do your daily work. It might be meditating. It might be approaching things from a different perspective. What is the same that you want to shake up? I keep these on my desk. I show them often. I keep a whole thing of colored markers and colored pencils and crayons and all sorts of things in jars on my desk, because I use them to brainstorm and I use them to bring more energy into the things that I'm doing. So they're not the same. So you want to break up the sameness. And also, you want to really tap into the things that passionately move you. I love being able to do videos like this and share things with you. To me, this really passionately moves me. It doesn't passionately move me to do other things that I used to do. And now I'm just spending almost zero time or cancel them out of my life. Because if they're not interesting to me, why would they be interesting to anyone else? And so think about that when you're going through your day. If you're not loving what you're doing as you're doing it, why would anybody else? And how can you find ways to do the things you've always done in ways that really connect you to you? So what would that look like to you? What do you do the same, same, same? It can even be waking up and having a new routine when you get up and brush your teeth and do stuff. Maybe you do something new. Maybe you do affirmations in the mirror and you affirm all your greatness. Maybe you do something else that's new, brand new, that you've never tried before. Experimentation is really great. You don't have to get it all right the first time, but keep experimenting. Your life is a laboratory. And when you take that stance that your life is a laboratory for you to learn and innovate and grow and share, all of a sudden the mundane things become epic. I learn new ways to wash the dishes and I share them with all my friends. And that might seem really lame. I know. But I got to tell you, lots of us have to wash dishes every day, especially during this pandemic when we're not going outside as much. And if you hate it, it's a drag on your day. It's one of those little things, those little annoying things. So innovate, find new ways. So really ask yourself these questions. This can prepare you for this wild moon energy and making the very most of it. Activate your home, activate your creativity, and start standing as more of a leader in your life, even more of a leader in your life. What do you look for in a leader? What inspires you in people who are leaders? What is it? Is it their confidence? Is it their knowledge? Is it their mastery? Is it their demeanor? What is it that inspires you about leaders? And whenever I ask myself this and start looking at like the leaders that I have in my mind, in my life, it always helps me to raise the bar higher. So that's a great example that was just put in. I hate washing clothing. What if you used essential oils? What if you had a ritual around it that was really fun? What if you added some vinegar for some energy clearing and it became an energy clearing ritual? You see, there's all kinds of interesting things that you can move into the ordinary to make them more extraordinary. And all this stuff boils down to the fact that you are the creative engine of your life. And if you want to be more of a leader in your life and step into that leadership role, it means it comes from you. So I can give you tons and tons and tons of tips, but ultimately, or ideas and brainstorming and all sorts of stuff. But the most powerful stuff is the stuff that you go, I want to turn on the music. I want to write the book I've wanted to write. I'm going to work on it every day. I want to take this class. I want to step into my painting again. I want to do this. I want to take this step. I feel this. And I'm going to give myself permission to actually feel better all the time, even though some of this stuff has been a drag. I even found a way to make doing all the accounting I have to give to my accountant to do my taxes way more fun by using all these colors and all these different things that make it fun for me to fill out each row. And then I'm like, yay, that one's done. This is all, it might sound silly. I might sound really kind of unicorns and rainbows, but I'm telling you, unicorns and rainbows go a long way when we need to keep ourselves as high and light as we possibly can. It's not about ignoring things that are happening. It's not about living in a fantasy land, but it's about deep self-care and all the things you can do to make all the things you have to do more enjoyable, more creative, more full of wonder. All of that is going to bring you so much energy. It's going to help you so much. It's going to keep you on this path rather than on this path. It's going to really keep you moving, moving, moving. I know lots of us want everything to go straight up to the top. But when you're going like this, sometimes things just jump straight up and you have huge breakthroughs and huge things happen. And this moon is starting the year with this big, huge theme of leading in your life, activating all your creativity and doing it in moment by moment ways. Again, it doesn't have to be sweeping huge changes, moment by moment. So go through your home, really go through your day, mentally go through your day, or as you're going through your day, recognize, Every time I pick up the phone and talk to this person in the middle of the day, I get upset. Or every time I look at this social media thing, I get overwhelmed. Notice what those things are for you that are the small things that might be the blocks that you can clear in a very practical way. And let go and shake off all that old stuff of creative blocks or needing to be perfect or needing to be anything else, and start showing up more as you and finding joy in more of the things that you do every day. And when you do this, you'll attract more abundance. You'll have more amazing things happen. You'll open doors to new opportunities. All kinds of things will start shifting. And what I find to be most important is that you'll have the energy and the confidence and the self-leadership to be able to lead others to rise up even more as well. So this is a great, big, fun full moon to start the year. If you guys have questions, I'm always down to hear them. There's so much to come. I'm always doing videos now. I'm constantly on YouTube now. And below, I'm going to leave links so that you can sign up for the moon notes that I send out each month so that you can read stuff and you don't have to worry about missing a video. And if you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe and you won't miss a video. And let me know what you want to hear more about. This is a really fun time. This is all about you shining big and bright and bold. So activate everything around you, and it's going to be really fun and amazing. I will talk to you guys soon. Mwah. Bye.